So good afternoon guys. Today we are going to study about cubic function. Like in the previous class we studied about quadratic functions, how to plot graph of quadratic function when coefficient of x square was greater than 0 or coefficient of x square was less than 0. Today we won't go into much details about cubic function because it is not so much important from the competitive point of view. Okay. So we will see just how to draw graph when a is greater than 0 or a is less than 0, where a is coefficient of x cube. Okay, so we will see simply how to plot the graph for basic curves. Okay, so suppose what is the equation of cubic function? It is simply y is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, so this is the equation of cubic function. Okay, now here what is the condition? A should not be equal to 0, because if a is equal to 0 then coefficient of x cube will be 0 and it will simply become quadratic function. Okay, so for cubic function a should not be equal to 0. Like we had studied, a straight line has, a linear equation has 1 roots. Okay, a quadratic equation has 2 roots. How many roots a cubic equation has? A cubic equation will have 3 roots. Okay, okay, like we studied in quadratic function that roots can be real or can be imaginary also. Okay, so here I would like to remind you something, tell you something about the imaginary roots. Okay, just note it down. Imaginary roots always exist in pairs. Okay, that means you can't have single imaginary root. Either you will have 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or maybe 0 also. Okay, so what is imaginary? The thing which is not real is imaginary. Okay, so for a cubic equation, what can be the possibilities? Either it can have all the 3 roots real and 0 imaginary. Okay, or 1 real or 2 imaginary, because imaginary roots always exist in pairs. Okay, so these are the 2 possibilities. Now what can we say about the behavior of real roots? When all the 3 roots are real, then what can be the possibilities for the real roots? Three roots can be equal. Okay, for example, this equation, suppose if you equate it to 0. Okay, and first of all we always find roots for equation. When you put y equal to some constant, then only you will be able to find the roots. Okay, so suppose x minus 4 to the power whole cube is equal to 0. What is the value of x? X equal to 4. Okay, so we say that this cubic equation has 3 roots. Okay, and all the 3 roots are equal. We don't say that this has 1 root. This has 3 roots. Of value of all the 3 roots is 4. Okay, so the first case is 3 roots can be equal. Okay, what will be the second case? 2 roots can be equal and 1 different. 2 equal and 1 different. What is the third possibility? 3 different. All the 3 roots are different. So if there are 3 real roots, then you can have any of the following possibilities. For 1 real root, simply you don't have all these possibilities. Okay, so for plotting the graph, just we need to know whether this is the behavior of the cubic function or this is the behavior of the cubic function. Okay, and if this is the behavior, then whether 3 roots are equal or 3 roots are distinct, or 2 are equal and one is distinct. Okay, just keep these things in mind. and then the plotting of graph will be easy. Okay. Okay. So now I will show you the graph of cubic function. Okay. Okay. Now suppose you are having an equation like this. You are having a function like this. Y is equal to x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. Okay. So suppose you multiply the terms. What do you get? You get x square minus 3x plus 2 into x minus 3, which comes out to be x cube minus 3x square plus 2x minus 3x square plus 9x minus 6, which is x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Okay. So what is 1, 2 and 3 here? They are the roots. Root means when you put this equal to 0, you would get value of x equal to 1, 2 or 3, for which this expression will be 0. Okay. So when you put x here, what do you get? Here 1, here 6, here plus 11, here minus 6. So 6 plus 6 is minus 6 minus 6 is minus 12, and 11 plus 1 is 12. So 12 minus 12 is 0. Okay. So x equal to 1, 2, 3 are the roots of this function. Okay. Now suppose you need to plot the graph for this function. Okay. So what is the check you need to make here? The first check is check the coefficient of x cube. Okay. It is positive. Coefficient of x cube is positive. Okay. So now we will see how to plot graph for this function when coefficient of x cube is positive. Okay. So simply suppose first of all the value of x can be in anything in between minus infinity and plus infinity. Minus infinity means very large number on the negative x-axis, and plus infinity means very large number on positive x-axis. Okay. So x can be anything between minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. So you need to know the values between these two extreme points. Okay. Okay. These points are minus infinity and plus infinity. Okay. Now suppose you take x as 35 lakhs. Okay. Value of x as 35 lakhs. It is a huge number. So if you put value of x cube as 35 lakhs here, what you will get? You will simply get, I am not writing here 10 to the power 5 per lakhs. Okay, it's just understood. 35 cube minus 6 into 35 square. It is in lakhs actually. Okay, plus 11 into 35 minus 6. Okay, all these units are in lakhs. Okay, so 35 lakh, cube of 35 lakh, and here you have 35 square and 35 lakh test. So cube of 35 lakhs will be much more greater than the addition or subtraction of these square and just 35 lakhs. I mean 35 cube will be a very large number, and it will be much more greater than even these functions. Okay. So whatever will be the value of function, I mean this function y at x equal to 35, that will totally depend on the value of 35 cube, whether 35 cube is positive or 35 cube is negative. Because suppose if you need to even subtract these terms, okay, these sums won't add up to 35 cube, because this will be much more greater than even addition of all those things. So the sign of the total function will depend just on this only. Okay. So when x is 35 lakhs, then the function becomes positive. Okay, because this term is positive. Okay. Now suppose if I take value of x as minus 35, okay, minus 35 lakhs actually, okay. So what would you get here? Minus 35 cube minus 6 into 35 square plus 11 into 35 minus 6. Okay. Now simply again minus 35 cube will turn out to be minus of 35 cube, because minus 1 to power cube will become simply negative sign. Okay. So minus 35 cube and here rest of the terms. So this value is actually much more greater than this, as I have explained here. So whatever will be the sign of the function, that will solely depend on this thing only. Okay. So here what do you find? 35 cube is having negative sign. So at x equal to minus 35, function will be negative, and x equal to plus 35, function will be positive. So if 35, if the number were much more greater than 35 lakhs, suppose it was infinity, I mean a very large number. Okay. So at x equal to infinity, y will be infinity here. As I saw, x equal to 35 lakhs, y was positive. Okay. So here also, if x is infinity, then y will be infinity, very large number. And if x is minus infinity, y will be minus infinity. Okay. Getting it? So this thing we are doing for coefficient of x cube is when coefficient of x cube is positive. Okay. Okay. So now we'll see the behavior of the function when coefficient of x cube is negative. Okay. So the function would change in what manner? Suppose you put here minus sign here. Okay. You would have this, or simply when you solve the bracket, plus would become minus and minus would become plus. Okay, so now the change function is this one, having minus sign outside. Okay, so your new function becomes this. That means coefficient of x cube is negative. Okay, now suppose you need to plot the graph for this function. Okay, what will you require? Just as I told you, check at suppose very large number again, 35 lakhs. What you have to look? You have to look only the sign of what is the sign of this x cube. Okay, because these terms would be much smaller compared to x cube. Okay, so simply if you put x equal to 35 lakhs, what would you get? You would get here minus 35 cube, and that would result in negative sign. Okay, so if x is much more greater, then much more negative magnitude the function would have. Okay, I mean much more negative value the function would have. Okay, so and suppose if x is equal to minus 35, then what would happen? You would have minus would be outside here. Okay, and suppose if x is equal to minus 35, then what would you have? Minus sign from before and minus 35 here. So minus will come out and become plus. So it will be simply 35 cubes. Okay. So when coefficient of x cube is negative, what do you see? If the number is very large and positive, y will be large and negative. And if the number is large and negative, y will be positive. So here you are having actually the opposite thing which you had for previous one. Okay. So here if x tends to infinity, y tend to minus infinity. Okay, if x tend to minus infinity, y tend to infinity. Okay, so just you saw the behavior of the function for each one when coefficient was negative and when coefficient was positive. Okay, so now we will draw the graph of this function. Okay, and before drawing this graph, first one thing, what we are assuming here, the roots are real and different. Okay, three roots are 1, 2 and 3, so they are real and they are different. Three roots and different. Okay, so now we will see how to plot the graph for both of the functions when coefficient of x cube is negative and when coefficient of x cube is positive. Okay, Okay. Now here coefficient is positive, coefficient is negative. What you have? X tends to infinity, y tends to infinity here. X minus infinity, y minus infinity. Here you have just opposite. X tends to infinity, y tends to minus infinity, x tends to minus infinity, y tends to infinity. Okay. So now you need to plot a graph for these functions. Okay. So what are roots? How do you get roots? You get simply roots by putting this whole function equal to 0 and the values of x there are called root. So any root, as I have told you earlier also, lie on x axis only, because on x axis the y coordinate is 0. Okay. So the roots will be 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So at very large number, x equal to infinity, what is the value of y? Y is infinity. So graph will start from here. At x equal to infinity, y is infinity. Okay. So graph will join like this. Okay. Now we need to cross the graph. We need to pass the graph from 2 and 3 also. So after coming up to this point, the graph would turn like this. Okay. Suppose one is here. Okay. The graph would turn like this. Okay. And when graph goes upwards, then again it continues like this with one here. Okay. So what do you see? Graph is going this way. So when x will be again minus infinity, y will be negative only minus infinity. So this will be the curvature of the graph. Okay. These points are called point of local maxima and local minima. You need not know much about this thing, local maxima and local minima. Just remember the name. Okay. This is local maxima. This is local minima. Okay. So now suppose we have to plot a graph for this point. Okay. So here what you need to do? 1, 2 and 3. Here when x is positive, y is negative. So when x is positive, y is negative. Graph will start from here. Okay. So it will start from here. It will go like this. Then here, then it will go upward like this. Okay. Suppose one is here. Okay. So here when x will be negative, because this is the negative x-axis, when x will be negative, y will be positive, as we have seen. So this will be the curvature of the graph for both when coefficient of x is positive and coefficient of x is negative, assuming that the roots are real. Okay.
For more videos, click the subscribe button below.